Have you ever wondered if the man holding you truly means it when he says he loves you? The truth about a man's genuine feelings lies not in his sweet words, but in the subtle actions he takes when he's most vulnerable with you. When a man embraces you with authentic love, his body language speaks volumes about what's really in his heart, revealing secrets that his conscious mind might try to hide. The difference between fleeting desire and soul-deep connection becomes crystal clear through specific behaviors that emerge during your most intimate moments together. These aren't grand gestures or theatrical displays of affection, but rather quiet, almost unconscious actions that betray the depth of his true feelings for you. Understanding these signs can transform your relationship anxiety into confident certainty about where you stand in his heart. Many women spend sleepless nights wondering whether their partner's affection is genuine or simply a product of momentary passion. The fear that his tender words might be temporary, that his loving touch could disappear by morning, haunts countless relationships and prevents women from fully surrendering to love. This uncertainty creates a barrier that keeps both partners from experiencing the profound connection they both crave. However, the male psyche operates differently than many women realize, and men often express their deepest emotions through physical actions rather than verbal declarations. When a man is truly invested in you emotionally, his behavior during intimate moments becomes a window into his soul, revealing feelings he might struggle to articulate. The way he touches you, holds you, and treats you during these vulnerable times tells a story that transcends any words he might speak. These physical expressions of love are involuntary responses that emerge from the deepest parts of his being, making them far more reliable indicators of his true feelings than any passionate declaration. The first unmistakable sign of a man's genuine love appears in the gentle way he strokes your hair during and after intimate moments. This seemingly simple gesture carries profound meaning that extends far beyond casual physical contact. Hair stroking represents a primal instinct to protect and comfort, an action that emerges naturally only when a man feels genuine care for his partner. When driven purely by physical desire, a man's attention remains focused on his own satisfaction, but when love is present, his instincts shift toward nurturing and protecting you. The act of stroking your hair sends an unspoken message that you are safe, cherished, and under his protection. This behavior also reveals a man's own vulnerability, as he seeks comfort through the act of comforting you. Genuine love makes men feel simultaneously strong and fragile, powerful yet dependent on their partner's presence. The tenderness in his touch reflects his own need for emotional security, creating a beautiful cycle of mutual comfort and care. Your hair represents one of your most personal and intimate features, something you don't allow just anyone to touch. When he runs his fingers through it with reverence and care, he's claiming a special place in your life that transcends casual relationships. Temporary partners don't receive this level of gentle attention because the emotional investment simply isn't there. The soothing nature of hair stroking also serves to relax and reassure you, helping you feel completely at ease in his presence. This isn't accidental, but rather a natural response from a man who genuinely cares about your emotional well-being. His subconscious desire to see you peaceful and content overrides any selfish impulses, demonstrating that his love extends beyond physical attraction to encompass your entire emotional state. The second powerful indicator of genuine love manifests through the frequency of his kisses during intimate moments. A man who is truly in love cannot seem to get enough of connecting with you on every possible level, and this desire expresses itself through repeated, passionate kisses throughout your time together. Physical satisfaction alone doesn't require this level of emotional connection, but when a man's heart is fully engaged, his need to merge with you spiritually drives him to seek constant contact through kissing. Each kiss represents his attempt to bridge the gap between two separate souls, to create a moment of perfect unity that satisfies his deepest longing for connection. These aren't perfunctory kisses or mere foreplay, but rather spontaneous expressions of his overwhelming need to be close to you. The variety in his kisses tells its own story, from gentle pecks that speak of tenderness to deep, passionate embraces that reveal the intensity of his desire for you. When a man is merely seeking physical gratification, kissing becomes less frequent because it serves no purpose in achieving his limited goals. However, when love is present, kissing becomes essential because it fulfills his need for emotional intimacy and spiritual connection. The timing of these kisses is also significant, often occurring at unexpected moments when he's overwhelmed by feelings of love and gratitude for your presence in his life. These spontaneous displays of affection reveal that his thoughts aren't focused solely on physical pleasure, but on the miraculous fact that you're there with him, sharing this intimate experience. The frequency of his kisses directly correlates with the depth of his emotional investment in you and your relationship. Each kiss is his way of saying what words cannot adequately express, that you mean everything to him, and that this moment together is precious beyond measure. The third unmistakable sign appears in the strength of his embrace during your most intimate moments together. When a man holds you tightly, almost desperately, during these times, he's revealing an emotional need that goes far beyond physical desire. This powerful grip speaks to his deepest fear of losing you and his overwhelming desire to keep you close forever. The intensity of his embrace reflects the intensity of his feelings, creating a physical manifestation of his emotional attachment to you. Men who are merely seeking physical satisfaction don't feel compelled to hold their partners so tightly because there's no emotional investment driving that behavior. However, when genuine love is present, the urge to hold you becomes almost uncontrollable, stemming from a primal need to claim and protect what he considers most precious. This tight embrace serves multiple purposes in his subconscious mind, simultaneously expressing his love, marking his territory, and seeking reassurance that you won't disappear from his life. The strength of his arms around you creates a cocoon of safety and belonging that benefits both of you. For you, it provides security and confirmation of his commitment, while for him, it offers the comfort of knowing you're completely his in that moment. This behavior also reveals his vulnerability, as the tightness of his grip often increases when he's feeling particularly emotional or overwhelmed by his love for you. The protective nature of his embrace extends beyond the physical realm into the emotional, as he instinctively tries to shield you from any harm or uncertainty. This powerful display of possessiveness isn't about control, but about love so deep that the thought of losing you becomes unbearable. When he holds you this tightly, he's making an unconscious declaration that you belong together and that he'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe and close. The fourth significant indicator of genuine love reveals itself in how he approaches the beginning of your intimate encounters. A man who truly loves you will never rush these precious moments, but instead will savor every second of the experience. This deliberate pacing demonstrates his desire to honor and cherish you rather than simply satisfy his own needs. The care he takes in building intimacy slowly reveals his understanding that true connection requires patience, attention, and mutual respect. When driven by mere physical desire, men tend to rush toward gratification without considering their partner's emotional needs. However, when love is present, the journey becomes just as important as the destination. He wants to ensure you feel completely comfortable, desired, and cherished every step of the way. This gentle approach reflects his deep respect for you as both a woman and an individual. He recognizes that intimacy is a gift you're choosing to share with him, and he treats that gift with the reverence it deserves. The time he spends on tender touches, meaningful eye contact, and soft kisses demonstrates his desire to connect with your heart as well as your body. This patient approach also builds trust between you, as you learn that he values your comfort and pleasure above his own immediate gratification. Each gentle caress and loving word serves to deepen the emotional bond between you, creating a foundation of trust and mutual respect. The unhurried nature of his approach reveals his desire to make the experience memorable and meaningful for both of you. He's not simply going through the motions, but is fully present in each moment, appreciating the privilege of sharing this intimate time with someone he loves. This careful attention to the beginning of your encounters demonstrates that he sees intimacy as an expression of love rather than merely a physical act. The time and care he invests in these moments reflect the time and care he wants to invest in your relationship as a whole. The fifth powerful sign of genuine love appears in his verbal expressions during your most intimate moments together. When a man repeatedly tells you he loves you during these times, he's revealing emotions too strong to contain. These aren't calculated words designed to manipulate or impress, but rather spontaneous expressions of feelings that overflow from his heart. Many men struggle with verbal expressions of love in everyday situations, feeling awkward or uncertain about how to articulate their deepest feelings. However, during intimate moments, when emotional barriers are lowered and vulnerability is heightened, his true feelings pour out naturally. The repetition of these loving words ain't redundancy, but rather his attempt to ensure you understand the depth and sincerity of his emotions. Each declaration serves as both an expression of his love and a plea for your understanding of how much you mean to him. The timing of these verbal expressions is crucial, as they emerge during moments when he feels most connected to you. This isn't about smooth talking or seduction, but about raw, honest emotion that he can no longer keep inside. The urgency in his voice when he speaks these words reveals the intensity of his feelings and his desperate need for you to believe and accept his love. These repeated declarations also serve as a form of emotional anchoring, helping both of you remember and treasure these perfect moments of connection. He wants to create lasting memories filled with the sound of his voice telling you how much he loves you. The vulnerability required to speak these words repeatedly during intimate moments demonstrates his complete trust in you and his willingness to open his heart completely. When a man can express his love so freely during these times, it indicates that his feelings are genuine and overwhelming rather than calculated or superficial. The final and perhaps most telling sign of genuine love appears in what doesn't happen after your intimate moments together. The absence of the so-called refractory period or emotional withdrawal that many men experience reveals the depth of his emotional connection to you. When a man truly loves you, the end of physical intimacy doesn't signal the end of his desire to be close to you. Instead of pulling away or becoming distant, he remains engaged, affectionate, and present. This continued closeness demonstrates that his connection to you extends far beyond physical satisfaction. He doesn't experience the typical post-intimacy detachment because his emotional needs haven't been fully met simply through physical connection. His desire to continue holding you, talking with you, and sharing tender moments reveals that intimacy with you fulfills him on multiple levels. The way he remains attentive to your needs and comfort after these moments shows that his care for you doesn't diminish once his physical desires are satisfied. This ongoing attention and affection prove that you're not just a means to an end, but rather the person he wants to share his most vulnerable and content moments with. His willingness to remain emotionally available and physically close after intimacy demonstrates that being with you brings him a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. This behavior starkly contrasts with men who are only seeking physical gratification, as they typically lose interest once their immediate needs are met. The comfort and security he finds in your continued presence after intimate moments reveal that you provide him with something much deeper than physical pleasure. His desire to extend these precious moments together shows that he values the emotional connection you share as much as, if not more than, the physical aspect of your relationship. When he chooses to remain close and engaged rather than retreating into himself, he's demonstrating that your relationship is built on genuine love and emotional intimacy. These 6 behaviors, when viewed together, create a comprehensive picture of a man's true feelings and intentions. The gentle stroking of your hair reveals his protective instincts and desire to comfort you. The frequent kisses demonstrate his need for deep emotional connection and spiritual unity. His strong embrace shows his fear of losing you and his overwhelming desire to keep you close. The careful, unhurried beginning of intimate moments reflects his respect and reverence for you as a person. His repeated verbal expressions of love reveal emotions too powerful to contain. Finally, his continued presence and affection afterward prove that his connection to you transcends physical desire. Each of these behaviors emerges naturally from a heart full of genuine love and cannot be easily faked or manufactured. They represent the authentic expressions of a man who has found someone truly special and is overwhelmed by his feelings for her. Understanding these signs can help you recognize when you found someone who loves you genuinely and completely. The beauty of these indicators lies in their subtlety and authenticity as they emerge from the deepest parts of a man's emotional being. When you observe these behaviors in your partner, you can feel confident that his love is real and lasting. These actions speak louder than any words because they come from a place of unconscious honesty that reveals his true character and feelings. The consistency of these behaviors over time further confirms their authenticity, as genuine love doesn't fluctuate based on mood or circumstance. Recognizing and appreciating these signs of genuine love allows you to fully receive and reciprocate the deep affection being offered to you. When you understand that these behaviors represent his most honest expressions of love, you can respond with confidence and openness. This mutual recognition and appreciation creates a positive cycle that strengthens your bond and deepens your connection over time. The ability to identify genuine love through these subtle but powerful indicators empowers you to make informed decisions about your relationships and emotional investments. Trust in these signs allows you to embrace love fully without the fear and uncertainty that often plague romantic relationships. Understanding the true nature of masculine love expression through physical actions rather than just verbal declarations provides you with invaluable insight into your partner's heart and mind. These behaviors represent the most reliable indicators of genuine love because they emerge from unconscious emotional responses rather than calculated attempts at manipulation or impression. Management. The consistency and authenticity of these actions make them trustworthy guides for understanding where you truly stand in your partner's heart and life.